everybody. It's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to the Orange and Black Recap. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy. Last night, the Philadelphia Flyers faced off against the Detroit Red Wings. In the first period, the Red Wings got the first goal on the power play due to the referee making a horrible call against the Flyers in that game. In the second period, Tyson Foerster got his first goal. Not his first goal, but his first goal since being injured back in December as he returns to the lineup as he gets the Flyers on the board. Ties it up at 1-1. In the second period, Detroit makes it a 2-1 lead, and then eventually a 3-1 lead in the third. Flyers making a one-goal game. And Travis Hackney got the goal. The goal was to use no goal at first, which Ritake challenged the play, and the decision was reversed, and it was a goal of Travis. He actually got the second goal for the Philadelphia Flyers in that game. A bad bounce led to Detroit responding quickly, increasing the lead to 4-2. Flyers lose this game. I don't know if you don't want to talk about what the score was. Well, you know, a lot of things I need to say. First off, I got a lot of things I like to say about the NHL, Gary Bettman, and the official in that game last night, Chris Beach, a poor man's version of a referee. I got a lot of stuff I need to say about that piece of shit. So we're gonna get into it right now. First of all, the NHL will do everything in its power to make sure that this team doesn't get into the postseason. They did it last year, they did it the year before, and they're doing it again. And I'm going to say it right now, Chris Beach, you are a poor man's referee. You are a no good, weaselly piece of shit, and I have a problem with you. How dare you not call a penalty on Detroit when clearly there were several times in that game that there should have been penalties on the Detroit Red Wings. You call a penalty on Couturier? What a horrible call. The guy tripped over Couturier's stick. How do you make call that a penalty? That is bullshit. Who do you think you are? And then, first of all, you go up to prove our account. A young rookie, a young kid, and you put your hands on him. You manhandle him like he's a dog. Who the hell do you think you are, manhandling somebody like that? You think you're a big man? You're not a big man. You're a piece of shit. You're a coward. Putting your hands on a player like that. Who the hell do you think you are? I have the evidence to what you did. And I'm going to send that evidence to Action News. And your job is over. Seriously. You had no right to put your hands on Ferdinand Town like you did last night. You classless piece of shit. Right in front of his family. They were in the audience last night. What gives you the right to manhandle a player like that in front of his own family? Who the hell do you think you are? If I was his family, I would sue your ass. And I hope your ass does get sued for what you did to burn our town. Because you're a no good piece of shit. Chris Beach, you piece of shit. You weasel. Who the hell do you think you are? I'll tell you who you are. You're a puppet. You're a puppet. You're a henchman for Gary Bettman and the NHL. This league that disrespected the Philadelphia Flyers several times. They disrespected the Philadelphia Flyers in 1980. They disrespected the Flyers fans. They called us all criminals, degenerates. What gives them the right to judge us? What gives them the right? Gary Bettman, you big, stupid coward. Who do you think you are? You sit in your ivory tower, watching over everything, like you're Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Obviously, that referee you had was your Smithers that you hired last night to keep the Flyers out of the playoffs. Detroit Red Wings, that victory you got last night, that was a cheap victory. That was pathetic. The fact that you had to hide behind the referee, the fact that you had to get help from the referee, that's pathetic. Where I come from, we would call that pathetic. The NHL, in my opinion, is absolutely pathetic. The referees that they hire are pathetic. The rule changes are pathetic. The late game penalties are pathetic. And this new playoff format is pathetic too. But the only reason that the NHL changed the rules of the playoff format was to the Flyers, so they could keep the Flyers out of the playoffs. They used that as an excuse to keep the Flyers out of the playoffs. In my opinion, this new playoff format is a crooked carnival game. There, I said it. It's a crooked carnival game. I'm going to say it right now. The NHL is full of crooked carnival workers posing as referees. And that's how I feel about it. Gary Bettman, you're a loser, you're a weasel, you're a coward. Chris Beach, you're a weasel, you're a coward, and you're a no good ass clown. That's right. You're an ass. That's right. That's right, Chris Beach. You are an absolute ass clown. I'm gonna say it right now. I hope one day the Dateline comes out with a story about the NHL and how they screw over the Flyers and how they screw over the Flyers fan base. I'm gonna make sure the Dateline NBC finds out about your crooked operation. I'm gonna make sure that Action News finds out about what you're doing. And let me tell you something. You don't want Action News to find out what you're planning. You don't want Dateline NBC to find out what you're doing. So let me tell you something. Gary Bettman, what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is immoral and wrong. And it has to stop. It has to stop. As a fan base, if we don't take action, then the NHL is going to continue to hold us down. They're going to continue to hold us down. They're going to continue to handicap this hockey team. They're going to continue to blackmail and blackball this hockey team. Enough is enough. It's time for a change. And as a fan base, we have to speak up. My grandma always used to tell me, if you have something to say, speak up. Speak up. Well, let me tell you something. I'm speaking up. I'm speaking. Let me tell you something. I'm speaking up. And I'm taking a stand against crooked officiating, crooked management of the NHL. I'm just tired of it. Enough is enough. Things need to change. NHL, you will listen to my demands. And I demand that you change the playoff format back to the original playoff format, effective immediately. Or else, me and you are going to have a problem. And you don't want to have a problem with me. This is your final warning. Get your act together. Stop screwing my team over. Stop messing with our dreams and our destiny. Or else, you're going to have to deal with each and every one of us Philadelphia Flyers fans. Go ahead, try me. Just try me. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Enough is enough. And you will listen to me. You will listen to the Flyers fans. If you don't sit there and be crooked, weaselly, sons of bitches, then go ahead. But that is the biggest mistake that you will ever make. You're going to pay for it. If we do not get into the playoffs, NHL, you're going to feel our wrath. You're going to feel our wrath. I'm not going to do anything too drastic, but we will protest and picket against your crooked operation. Don't mess with us. Do not mess with us. I am warning each and every one of you. Get in our way, you will be exterminated. Not physically, emotionally exterminated. By our protests and our pickets. If you want to act all high and mighty, it's going to be your downfall. If you pull that shit tonight, we're going to have a problem. Me and you are going to have a problem. I ain't playing around. I'm sick and tired of my hockey team getting screwed over. I'm sick and tired of this fan base getting insulted. And I'm sick and tired of the disrespect. That's all I gotta say about that. I'll see you guys on Saturday when I recap tonight's game. I'll see you next time. Gary Bettman, watch your back. Because you will be protested against.